Okay, so here we have the EDI Plus, and this is the second gen of this particular product. Alright, the tabs were stuck down under there a little bit more firmly than I expected, so here we go. Comes in that cool packaging. You have to sign for it when it arrives, and that is the bad boy right there. So, not only do you get EMF readouts, but you get temperature change readouts, vibration readouts, and what is the other ones here? So temperature, temperature, EMF, a vibration, and I believe there's one other thing that it can do as well. Bear with me 1 second. Yes, I almost forgot. Up at the top, there's a place where you can insert an SD card, which, when you're recording the data and everything like that, you would end up, of course, hitting the button here that says record to do that. But if you want to mark your data to be able to have it notify you, like, of an oddity or whatever, something that you want to pay attention to, like, say something paranormal occurs at the time, you would just hit the two buttons to do a mark on it, and it'll end up marking that section for you to be able to do the God, I can't even talk today. It'll mark where you need to check for if something happened aside from what occurred on the device, or if the device missed it or something like that. You may not notice it, but it may be something that it picks up in the graphing that you don't see visually. So with the batteries being in it, now you can see the display, and the one on there is just indicating that there's some kind of an EMF detection. I don't believe it's my phone because it hasn't gone off anywhere near there. However, there is a mouse and a battery pack fairly close by, within like 2 feet of it, but it's not going off around those. However, when I put it out in front of me and down all around the floor, right in front of where I sit, it's going nuts. Absolutely nuts. Like, it's almost all the way up. So, I will be getting a tri-field meter to detect how high it actually is here, because it's not safe for somebody to sit in that or be around that on a regular basis. So apparently there was just a pressure change too. I just caught that. The pressure has to do with, like, barometric pressure. So, like, I don't even know how to describe it, to be perfectly honest. I just know that it's barometric pressure. Then you have also the humidity symbol, the humidity key, or light, whatever you want to call it. And of course, you've got your temperature up and down and stuff. And this is going to detect whether or not there's like a drastic increase or change, increase or decrease. Now, if you want, while you're recording, if you're wanting to mark what you're recording, or like if you hear something on top of this going off, or if you hear something or see something that wasn't noticed prior to this going off or something like that, you can hit DISP and Vibe at the same time, and that'll mark the recording, so that when you go to do the graphing, and you use the graphing software that you can actually get from the ghoststop.com website, and I believe the website is weareghosthunters.com, I think. That is, of course, if they haven't changed it. So I think the website is defunct at this point. So it might actually just be like a direct link to it. Um, anyway, so then you also have your vibration meter. And sometimes that vibration meter can actually trigger the EMF meter as well. And that's a little bit of a flaw in the programming. And I don't know if it's, yeah, it's the vibration that sets it off. Um, but I know that's not what was setting it off earlier, when I was putting it around like in front of me and such. But with this order from Ghost Stop, I did also end up getting a metal Gus the Ghost keychain, which I think is really cute. But to me, sorry, my cat's playing with the paper. Anyway, I think it looks an awful lot like Casper the Friendly Ghost, but that's just me. Also, apparently, the creative director, guys, apparently the creative director of GhostStop.com used to work for Disney at one point, and I'm guessing that she's kind of taken over making these types of things and stuff. So yeah, I think that it's going to be a good thing for them. They've got some really good things coming in the future, according to their website. So I'm really curious to see what they're doing. I think our next piece of equipment is going to either be another one of these, a tri-field meter, a mel meter, and then I also want to get one of the devices that people use for the yes/no questions. I think that and maybe a 360 puck, which is a 360 motion detector. So whatever direction something is coming from, it'll be able to detect that. But the one thing I do like about the yes/no triangle that they have, I think they call it the Flux 2. Whether or not it goes yellow or red or green, it does also have different, what do you call it, different lighting to be able to let you know how far away something is from where that device is. So it could be something up to 10 feet away and it's going to end up being like purple, I think. And then when it gets closer to it and everything, it's going to end up being either red or green. So depending on what side they're on. And you can use it for a lot of like open-ended questions and such. But yeah, I'm kind of liking this device. Oh, there goes a pressure change again. I wonder what that's for. And see, the other thing too with that pressure change, I noticed that an awful lot last night, where I was getting like a lot of like popping in my ears and stuff, which is not normal for me at all. And then I did also end up having some cat balls going off in my bedroom. I see the EMF went off at the same time that did it on that one that time. Is somebody here? Anyway. So, yeah, I had a couple cat balls going off in my bedroom a couple days ago. Didn't realize what was going on and stuff, and then figured out what it was and realized that, oh, I needed to pay some closer attention. So I started asking questions. Never got any answers with the cat ball going off directly or anything like that, but I tried to get it out from underneath the vanity piece that I have and could not find it. But I kept seeing the red, blue, and white lights from it, which only happens when that goes off. So it went off again the next day, and I thought I had actually accidentally turned it off. Anyway, so the next day I ended up putting out some cat balls, like one over by where I sleep at, and then one over in the jewelry bowl, to be able to detect if anything manipulates it or whatever. So we'll see if either one of those have any kind of interference moving forward. But anyway, so yeah, this is basically the EDI Plus, and so as you can see, there's nothing going off on this right now. But every great once in a while, I'll get like some kind of a pressure change, or an EMF spike or something. But I'm not getting any, like, significant, I keep saying I'm a lot. I'm not getting any significant responses and stuff, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Hold on a second. Let me show you. See, like, when I move it over this direction, I wonder if it's the vibration meter. Here, let me put it down again. Yeah, see, it just keeps doing that. Now, over here, like if I put it on the floor, that's what it does the whole time. I'm sure that's vibration. But what it would be vibration from, I have no clue. And as you can see, there's nothing here. So I'll probably play with this a bit tonight and stuff before I go to bed. But that's me moving my wire here. But yeah, I will probably play with this a little bit tonight, just to kind of see if I get any feedback or anything. But I mean, so far it seems like it's pretty sensitive. So I mean, if it's that sensitive, that should definitely come in handy. But I think that beeping noise is gonna get on my nerves. Anyway, yeah. So you got your power, vibration, speaker. I'm guessing the DISP. I'm not sure exactly what DISP stands for just yet. I haven't read the directions exactly. Bear with me one second. By the way, DISP stands for display, which makes sense. Okay, so display, this display button, let me find it here with my finger. It'll cycle through the things that are being displayed. So that's going to be Celsius as the temperature. What is that? Is that the vibration? I think that is the vibration. Let me double check. Yeah, I think that's a vibration. Alright. Okay, that's a little odd. I'm curious why it's doing that. Anyway, we're back at... it's humidity. So temperature, Celsius. Vibration. Pressure. Humidity. Back to temperature. Now, if you end up hitting vibe or speaker, that'll turn those respective things on and off, so you can stop the vibration sensor. So if you don't want it to affect the EMF or you're doing a handheld sweep, you can turn off the vibration. It will not affect the data being recorded at the time though, so keep that in mind. So you might want to mark that so that you're aware of what's going on, and then mark it when you get finished with your handheld thing, sweep. Okay, so then again, same with the speaker. If you don't want that on there, you don't want to hear the sounds or anything like that, you can turn that off. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. The orange boot did come with the brand new EDI Plus. I don't know if they send out different colors of boots for it and stuff, but it is very, very helpful, because we all know us paranormal investigators tend to be prone to being clumsy and dropping things. So, I know I am. So, anyway, this will help protect it from being, damaged or destroyed or anything like that. And, oh, and then, like I said, the program to be able to use for the graphing feature of this, you will be able to get that from the website that I mentioned. You can also use Excel spreadsheet because it saves it as a CSV file. So that's helpful. To start and stop recording, you just press record, and again, to stop it. You'll get your little file name display up here at the top. It's not going to work for me because I don't have a card in there. But that's what you would do, is you would just hit record. And again, to mark it, you hit display and vibration at the same time. It'll mark that section, like say you go to pick it up. Okay, there's going to be an anomaly here. You got to put it back down, turn the vibration on. Okay, mark it. There's another anomaly. So, anyway, that's the EDI Plus. Have fun with it, and happy hunting.